Hi, this is InDesign. This is an intro screencast. Just want to go over the basics of InDesign and the what your display looks like, what everything looks like when it comes to InDesign. So InDesign, you're ideally doing a file new. So file pull down to new. Okay, I'm going to do that. File new document. Okay, in your document setting, you'll be able to specify your number of pages, facing pages, and I will go over what facing pages are. The width and the height of your pages, the orientation, is it vertical or horizontal, the number of columns if you wanted a certain amount of some type of grid column layout. Gutter is the space between the columns, so we're not going to deal with that at this point, or margins. You can also click preview if you decided that you wanted a certain setting and you wanted to see it. So notice how the size, the width and the height is in something with this 51p0. The P stands for pica. That's another measurement when it comes to graphic design. I will show you how to change it to inches. Most of you will probably feel more comfortable working in inches. Also the document preset, I definitely keep it to custom. It allows you to specify sizes in web and mobile as well. So web would go into a website design standard size and mobile size. For our purposes, we're going to keep it on print. InDesign is mostly used for print. Okay, I want to show you how to change your picas to inches. So if you file, actually, I'm going to say edit. No, not even, sorry. InDesign, go to preferences, pull down to, it says InDesign CC. Preferences, you're going to pull it down to units and increments. Under units and increments, you're going to see a horizontal and a vertical under ruler units. You're going to pull that down to inches on both of those pull downs and hit OK. So now when we go to our settings, actually we can look up our current document setup. If you under File, pull down to Document Setup, you can see now all of a sudden your sizes are listed in inches. Okay. Anytime that does that, again, you pull down under InDesign CC, go under Preferences, Unit and Increments. Just like the other programs, the other Adobe programs, if you pull down under Window, you're going to see all these items. If you need something in particular, like I'm going to close out of some of these things. I'm going to just show you some basics here. So Window, pull down to Color. If I want to see my color, if I want to see swatches that I have, color swatches, I just pull down to swatches and it gives you a little dialog box with different colors in it. Pages, if we want to see our page count, that's again under Window. Type in tables, you can pull down under Character, and you can, that's where you would set your font, your sizes, leading, space after, all types of stuff like that. Different styles, strokes, text wrap. There's a lot under the Window pull down. Okay. The only other thing I want to show you is, let me see. You're also going to see under this, you should really know about under View. You'll use these. I'm showing you the items that are used most often. So Window pull down to get all your panels. Window pull down, you want to hide your rulers. So let's see. The way you pull down rulers in InDesign is you just click on the ruler and then drag it and drop it. And it drops this blue line. You can do the same thing from the left. Drag it and drop it. These are invisible lines. If you printed, they would not show up. They're just used for you to be able to align things. They're totally invisible. I just click it and drag it to where I want. If I don't want it anymore, I just click it off. I can actually click it right to the ruler and it goes away. Same thing here. Also, again, sometimes you're going to lose your tool panel. If I lose my tool panel, Window, pull down to Tools, all of a sudden my tools appear. some of these tools look very similar to Photoshop and Illustrator and all the other programs. So you have a move tool, selection tool, direct selection. Again, when you highlight on top of it, it'll tell you what it does. Type tool, click it down and you'll see type on a path. I'll show you how to use that in a screencast very shortly. The line tool, pen tool. Again, when you click on these, they have flyouts just like Photoshop. This is the pencil tool. Rectangle frame, rectangle tool. Again, you highlight it. It gives you the ellipse tool and the polygon. Same thing here. Okay. Okay, blend tool, free transform tool, gradient feather, all types of things. Zoom tool, you click on your zoom, it makes things larger. If you hold your Alt key down, I'm on a Mac, so for me it's Option. This is I have a foreground and background, just like Photoshop. Actually, I shouldn't say that, foreground and background. I have a fill and a stroke. So if I click on my fill and I pick a color for my fill, it shows up there. This would be my stroke color. So I double click on that and give it a stroke color. So notice if I made a box, it would automatically give it my fill color and my stroke color that I have it set. So if you look at this larger, whoops. So you see this line on here. So what it's showing is extras. They're called framed edges. If I hide my framed edges, then you're going to notice it gets rid of that little blue bar that I was seeing. So now I can actually see my stroke and my fill. So this you're going to use a lot. Under View, you're going to see your extras. You're going to want to show your framed edges. You're going to want to get rid of them. You're going to want to show your guides. You're going to want to hide your guides, depending on where you are with your project. So you'll use that a lot too. Sometimes snap to guides, locking your guides, and extras. Again, hide framed edges, show framed edges, show text threads. You'll see from time to time. And I also want to show you pages under the page layout. Again, if I don't have it open, Window, pull down to Pages. It'll show me my pages in my document. So here's I have one page here. Okay, so see my one page. If I want another page, click one of these pages and drag it and drop it. And now all of a sudden I have two pages on my file. Again, click it, drag it to the right. Now I have 3 pages. So this is how this works, and so forth. Okay, click and drag, click and drag. Okay. The only other thing I wanted to show you, which is a pretty cool function, is so notice how when I'm clicking and dragging these, they all have little A's on them. These are called master pages. They're a really great thing to use. So when I have an item that's repeating on certain pages or all my pages, I would click here into my master pages. Let's just say I want certain items. I'm going to put a few items that I want repeating on every single page. So I am going to use the master pages. Let's just pretend I want, just like Photoshop, I hold the Shift key down to get a perfect circle. I'm just giving it a fill right now. Let's just pretend these are the items that I want on every single page. Okay, so these are some art elements I want on every single page. So notice I've put it on my master pages. So now if I go to my regular, so these are my regular pages, notice now they have the items that are on my master page. I can still click on this, delete it or move it, but those art elements that I wanted on every single page are there. If I click on all these pages, I'm just going to show you this smaller. They're all on there, and I can't adjust them. I can't move them because they're part of my master pages. If I want to edit my master pages, no problem. Just go back into the top here where it says A Master. Let's just say I want to make them thicker now. My line's thicker. I'm going to change this a little thicker. I can go back into the regular pages, and there you go. The new master artwork is now applied. Again, I can't move it. Any new page that I pull out will have this as long as I use that A Master. If I want no master, I can always click this None, and it will put a plain page next to anything else, as long as it's not that A Master. There is a possibility to create more than one master page. You can right click in the master pages and just do New Master, and you can call it Master B if you want. Okay, so here if I scroll down on my master, here now there's a Master B, and in Master B, let's just say I'm gonna do a box like this. I'm gonna give it a fill, and I want to draw something. Let's see. And I am going to draw something. So I have a fill on here. And I want some text. I'm using a text box here. So in InDesign, you have to click the text tool, draw a box, and then I'm going to say title to come. Highlight my text. Here's another way on the top bar. You can also change fonts, adjust the point size of your fonts, color your fonts. Okay, so this is the new master that I want for Master B, and then I'm just going to flip it. So I'm going to copy this, oops, to this page. And let's just say I want to. You can drag this and drag it the other way and it will flip the item, just like Photoshop. Okay, let's just say that's the artwork, the opposite. Okay, so if I look at side by side what my B Master looks like, I mean, it's not so beautiful, but this is the look I want. Took some items, made them wider, taller. That's my layout. Actually, I'm going to duplicate this also. I'm going to highlight my text also. Up here, you also see on the top right, you'll see alignment. You can right align something. Okay, so now this is my B Master. So if I want to, in the middle of this, drag and drop, now this number 8 turns into your B Master. And click the right side. So now you can see you can have different masters within the same page also. So once I'm in the pages, again, I can't edit this text. So I can't, nothing I can do to change it unless I go into the master. And now I can add my own text boxes, artwork, whatever the case is. So text to come, I'll say